Hi, this is the demo video of the onboarding of the individual Novatum user. In this video, I'm going to show you the automated checkings that we perform during the uh, registration of the new user, such as the submission of his email, the check of the sanctioned countries that the user doesn't live in the country from the list, and the integration of the external services such as GPG ID scan. Using the ID scan, we check the documents of the user. We extract the needed fields from it, such as first and last names, date of birth, and then we use the ID tree global to check that user really live by the address from his proof of address document. And we will check how to report. We'll check the automated reporting to the Salesforce service. Okay, let's create the absolute new user. Enter the email in the sign up form, and right after this we should receive on this email the code and the link to enter that we may use along with the code. So the next thing I did, that I checked my email inbox and followed this link to proceed the sign up process. It has signed me up or signed me in, and invite me to pass the KYC process. And since this moment we can check the log of the process using, for example, the admin portal. There is our user. It is red because it's the mark of that KYC, that he hasn't passed the KYC. And we open the onboarding log tab for this user, and there we can see all of these logs. Synced with Salesforce points us that these logs are already present in the Salesforce. There is our user. He has this strange name because the lead doesn't have name until he passes the KYC, and this is the ID number from the Novatum. And for this lead in the Salesforce, we also have the integration logs, and we may check the last step that this user has performed during the sign-up process. Okay, and if we proceed with the KYC, we may check the logs, and the results appear there immediately, that the user has started the KYC process. Let's continue with the mobile browser to be able to shoot the photos. I will wait until I receive the email with the code and the sign-in link to show you how it works. And let's follow this link. Sign in and start the KYC again. The app first will try to shoot the proof of ID with the auto capture, but in some cases it doesn't work. Right now I'm using my desktop screen to shoot the proof of ID because I hasn't one from the Europe, and it wasn't able to do it, and I used the manual capture, but it's okay. Then the app will ask us for selfie. I really believe that the GPG won't permit our user to use the photos for the selfie, but right now we are in test mode. The third step is the proof of address. I'm using the Barclays bank statement. We should wait a bit until we get the response from GPG. Wait again. And right now we have this status: your docs are on check. It's okay. When the server will check all of our requirements, we will receive the email with the result of these checkings. And I had to check my email from the desktop. The result is successful. And as the admin, and right after that, the app will ask us to pick up the password the next time we will try to log in. And since then, we will have to enter the password every time we log in into the app, instead of the code or email submission. Let's check. Enter the email of this user and right. Okay. The user has the name, the first and last name from the proof of ID documents automatically. Let's check this with the admin portal. It's okay. The KYC status is true. And in the Salesforce, this lead, logs of this lead, for this lead, have the successful status, that the user has successfully passed their verification, and the account for this user was being created. Yeah, it has the first and last name of this user, his address and email, and it is connected to our admin page of this user. In case of KYC was being rejected somehow by the script, the user will receive such kind of letter with failing status, and we will have the corresponding record in the Salesforce log for this user. Currently we can see that it missing some field. His GPG journey is okay, but the script couldn't extract the required field. In our case, it was the city from his proof of address. We can check the uploaded documents manually using these log records and check it manually to update the user status. Also check the admin portal. This user there will have the KYC false status, and the corresponding record will appear there too. Also, every time such user will enter or launch the web app again, he will get this invite screen again. Also, the next point is sanctioned countries. we have this section in the admin portal with the list of all possible countries. And to exclude or to include the country in this list, such country will be marked as red. We just need to check this checkbox, and this country will be added into the list, and such user won't pass the onboarding verification.